The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll go again with Hall. And he's going to get him a first down here across midfield and down to the 45.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on time. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Look wide, get this one complete. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He's got his man. It's Smith. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is caught at the 3. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Jets. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go in,
it's intercepted. He tried to take on Sauce, and Gardner took it away. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That'll be intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. Inside the 40, to the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Ravens. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. His kick is good. And the Ravens get a bit closer here. It's now 21-10. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here's James. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Right back to the air following that pick six. He's going to take a shot down the field.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and Frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Going up top. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. On comes the punt team now for the Jets. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Right back to him on first down. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
Now a give on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Up the middle they go. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Third down, 3 to go. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Jets will take over at their own 15.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own, take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Back to the air once more on second down. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. They'll throw out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently. Not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Play action now. Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out, There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Second down, Jackson. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Tre'Davious White in coverage knocks that one away.
That's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Raven first down. Jackson going to keep this one himself. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go, and you can see why.
A run on first down. He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Give up the middle, and he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up 3rd down. They'll motion the tight end right. 3rd and short, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, here's James. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. Now an injury timeout, and that's Breece Hall, who is struggling a bit after that play. To the ground, a first down run. 15 yards the pickup. Good for a first down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Jackson. This is caught at the 2. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be...
To the goal line and in. Tez Walker. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he will get into the end zone for 2, and this game is tied. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They motion the slot man left. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, New York. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Jets go up by 7, 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Try the right side this time. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. play action. Here's Jackson. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Back to the ground after the penalty. He'll get a couple of yards back, but it will be 2nd and long. From the gun, Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can, and now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find an opening, but too good in the middle from the defense. They stop this up, and now it is 4th down.
And now this brings up a tough situation, Mike, because even if they were going to consider going for it on 4th down, how do you do so when you couldn't even manage to get a few inches on 3rd down? Disappointing result for them on that play.
Some extra bulk out there. They're going to roll the dice and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try to run. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Ravens. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
These are some of the most difficult situations for a coach to handle because it's a combination of you have to be aggressive to go score. You're trying to win the game, of course, but there's also an element of time and clock management. So it's going to be very interesting.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. His throw. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. It is 2nd and a yard. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here comes 2nd down. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. They'll run here. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. And then see what he can do after the catch.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's a 2nd and 9. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Look wide, get this one complete, and he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 4th quarter. Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. He'll run. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Ravens 21-yard line.
Now now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second.
38-yard attempt.
So now it's Kaimi Fairbairn in a pressure situation. This to win the game. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And the Jets are going to move out in front. So this one in the win column for the Jets. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. The kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.